this is an event that probably I can't really say too much about because it's been going on for many, many, many years. In fact, I think it was Peter Henderson who started it years ago. It's the annual Seniors Cruise here on the Duke d'Orleans, and Mother Nature sort of showed up. She made an announcement earlier, but I think she's cooperating now. These events don't happen without sponsors, and chair of the committee for this and one of the sponsors from Wellings Corunna, Billy, thanks for being here. Billy Urchuk.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
Yeah, this is, you kind of heard me segue into all this. It's been so many years here. It's really become a staple in the community.
Yeah, it really has. I think it's 47 years actually,
Yeah.
and COVID years we didn't have it, but yeah, it's been a long-standing event, and it's just a really nice way for all the organizations and sponsors and donors to give back to the community.
Yeah, and people look forward to it. I think they're probably already marketed on their calendar for next year to get out of the house. And I mean, we live in a beautiful community with all this water around us, and the Duke d'Orleans also kind of been kind of a trademark in Sarnia as well.
Yeah, it's really nice, and they donate the Duke d'Orleans owner and his staff, Mr. Turner, he donates the boat and the fuel and the staff for the boat. So, without organizations like that participating, it simply wouldn't happen. So Stephen Rosenman plays a big part in the lunch. So it's just large components that go together behind the scenes to make it as seamless as possible. Then people come down and everything's free. It costs you a smile is what we try to say.
Right.
And people are here looking for the cookies already. And
the cookies, the coffee's here.
Yeah.
And there's a few vendors here as well. And of course, you're part of Wellings of Corunna.
Right.
Talk about what Wellings is. I know there's been some changes recently too, and why it was important for you to be involved.
Yeah, so we've been involved for a number of years now, and it's important because we of course have seniors as our housing. We're 55 plus independent living, and it's important to make sure that we can enrich their lives as much as we can. And then for those who don't yet live at Wellings and are in the community, then an event like this is something that, again, just gives back to our seniors, and they have so much wisdom and so much knowledge that we need to preserve that somehow. So in an event like this, you can walk around and talk to people, and you really get some insight in other people's lives.
Yeah, and Wellings, I've been out there several times, and I got to tell you, one of my favorite, it's the atrium.
Oh, yes.
You walk in, and it's like, it's just beautiful in there.
Yeah,
That's a well-used space.
It is very well used. 8,000 square feet. It's naturally lit, and we now have Sarnia Blessings renting our kitchen for us, so they provide buffet meals Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so our members can come down to that. The community is also welcome to those dinners. And so the people who are moving into our building are independent, and because there's a full kitchen, a washer and dryer, but they like the luxury of just going downstairs and having dinner in a restaurant setting. So there's lots of versatility with regards to that, and I think that versatility is actually bringing our age down a little bit. So they're still senior, still 55 plus, but our average age used to be like 78, and now it's I think 71 or 72. So younger retired seniors are coming into our property who are still vibrant and want the independent lifestyle, and you turn the key and you go. You don't have to worry about grass and
the Sarnia Blessings. I haven't had the opportunity to come out yet, but I have heard so many rumblings, if you will, about the amazing, tasty, delicious meals that they put on.
Yeah, absolutely. Kevin Allen is the executive director, but also the executive chef, and he does a fantastic job. And he'll have monthly brunches, and Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, he's getting like over 300 people at a brunch.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, it's a really good. So it's a great collaboration with us that we can provide that yet still independent. So people who don't rely on 3 meals a day. So it's kind of the place to go before you need a retirement home. You still have all your choice and the luxury of choosing how you want to live, and they add a great component to it.
Do you get a chance to get out on the boat today, or are you here wandering around doing volunteer stuff?
Yeah, I'm kind of the logistics lead, so doing the volunteer work, but sometimes we get on the last cruise, depends if there's seats available, but I think 3 years ago we went on the cruise.
Nice. Well, Billy, thanks so much for talking to us, and thanks for your work with the Seniors Cruise.
Thanks very much.
It's happening down here right now. We're going to be talking to Bob Bailey, who's also one of the sponsors here, coming up in just a moment. Well, as I said, continuing on, Bob Bailey, MPP, here is now talking to us, and you're protected from the sun here with your hat and everything, and ready to go for a boat ride.
Exactly. I'm traveling incognito today, Dave. I thought I wore this big brown derby here that nobody know me, but a few people have figured it out.
Yeah, well, the tent kind of gives it away.
Yeah,
You're
the
sitting
tent
there
gives
with,
it
along
away,
with
yeah.
Marilyn Gladu here
Yeah,
today
yeah.
as well. This is 47 years now for
Yeah.
this seniors cruise. I remember Peter Henderson
Yeah.
was the one of the originals
Yeah.
to start that. Why do you think this is so important to people today?
Well, I think it's we like to participate. I've been participating in my case from my office ever since we got elected. So
Yeah.
we've been coming down here for at least 20 years now.
Yeah.
And what I like about it, and that's why we became sponsors of this as well, is I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of people that would never get a chance to go out on the Duke,
Yeah.
either because of mobility issues and/or family. They don't have a way of getting here. So the whole community really steps up today to get people here, whether it's the seniors' homes or family, and everybody. Same with the food. They get a decent little meal here, and water, and of course all the agencies that
Yeah.
work with seniors are here as well. So I think it's very important that we continue to do this, and I'd like to see us get to the 50th year for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it was nice, the Duke d'Orleans ownership changed hands. So I think some people were like, oh, I wonder if they'll still do it.
Yeah.
They didn't even hesitate.
Nope.
They stepped in right away.
Yeah, it's great. Well, it's great public relations for everyone that's here, for the seniors, for the whole community. I don't know whether there's any other city on the river or the lakes or the river that do something similar to that. So I always find that Sarnia Lambton's kind of unique in that respect. We're doing things that no one else does. So I am really happy, and I encourage people to get out and support the Duke d'Orleans and the river cruise every year.
Yeah, they have some rock and roll cruises on
Yeah.
there, and they have some dinner and lunch cruises, and
Yep.
it's really kind of I was talking to Billy Urchuk earlier, saying it's
Yep.
kind of like a trademark in our community.
It is, and I like I say, I applaud all the groups that work here to put this on for the seniors, and like you said, the Duke for all the
Yeah.
other events they do all year long. People like yourself that come out and cover this and promote it. It's great.
Right. Well, Bob, thanks for
Dave,
talking to us, and
always,
enjoy your
Dave.
boat ride. I know that's
Always,
coming up.
always.
You can
Always,
still come down here. There's a couple of slots in the afternoon that's got some tickets left, but don't wait. As I always say, get off the couch and come on down here. Enjoy this beautiful day. Mother Nature has shown up, and it's Seniors Day here on the Duke d'Orleans in Sarnia.
Come on down.